Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go. Hey! Good evening, everybody. Good to see everybody in the chat already. We've got Joe, we've got our good friend and moderator to the channel. Plane spotting Mike, who has today, very, very early on, been at Harden Airport over in Chester to catch the retirement flight of the old school ST Beluga, the super transporter, not the XL but the smaller version. Got some great pictures. Obviously go and follow Plane Spotting Mike on his, subscribe to his channel, also go and follow him on social media as well. Got some great photos of his trip today. Also good friend and another mod for the channel, Alex, is in the chat. Good to see you, bud. French Sim Flight, good to see you. As I say, Joe Aerodessa, brilliant to see you, mate. Dr. Broody, good to see you. Well, it's great to see everyone already in the chat and getting involved. I have pinned the message at the top of the chat, guys. Please keep an eye on that. I'll kind of point everyone to that direction because I'm fairly certain I'm going to get quite a few questions about that. I only have one copy of Dallas Fort Worth to give away this evening. Big thanks to iniBuilds, as always, for supporting the channel and allowing me to show the sceneries off before release for the most part when I'm able to, which is most of the time. And I will be doing a giveaway that basically... The reason why I don't do keywords anymore is because they just don't work, because people enter the giveaway at certain points of the live stream, and as you know, I'm always live for around 2.5 hours, sometimes 3 hours, and obviously that person might disappear and then we just got to redraw it and then it becomes a whole thing. So when you're active in the chat, please be active in the chat, but also as well, I will be announcing the winner between around 9:30 10 o'clock. So if you are active there with all my giveaways, if you're new to the channel, I will put it on the screen. I'll show you who is entered. I will give you ample opportunity to enter this giveaway, so don't worry, I won't pick a winner until if you want to be entered, you are entered and you can see it on the screen. So I can only be fairer than that, guys. I can only really be fairer than that. So if you're not active in the chat, your name won't pop up, Nightbot won't show up. That's how it works. But yeah, as most of you know, and according to the live title, we are looking at iniBuilds Dallas Fort Worth. This is due out very soon. Don't know a release. If I'm going to hazard a guess, it's probably going to be tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. Bear with me, guys, just while I do that. Perfect. That's good. That's all working. That's all working. Right. Let's get into it. Videos be up here weekend. Photos posted on Instagram and YouTube over the weekend. Spot on, Mike, mate. So as I say, guys, obviously Mike was at Harden Airport today. Harden, over in Chester. The Airbus factory to catch the Beluga ST, the one of the older generations, the first Beluga to obviously go into service. That has retirement flight from Toulouse this morning into Chester. He will be putting the stuff up, content over on his channel and social media over the weekend. So if you want to go and see that, I fully recommend it. Let's get on with it, guys, because otherwise I'll just keep on chatting and I'll move on to things and it'll just totally be a thing. Now, straight off the bat, guys, I'm going to just point out a couple of things that I've noticed because, again, as most of you know on the channel, I generally don't do flights in and out of the airports that I'm showing. Now, a lot of streamers and content creators do that. I fully appreciate that, and those guys are excellent at flying wide bodies and airliners to various international airports and what have you. I fly general aviation. I've just bought the Black Square Bonanza. The Black Square Baron. I absolutely love it. In fact, there it is. I absolutely love it. But when I live stream, if you want to see the airport up close and personal, if you want to see every inch of it, this is where you like to be. And listen, guys, it's not for everyone. Some people just want to see what it looks like, and that's fair enough. Some people do want to see the texture work and the subtle details that various developers put in. So one thing I'm going to say straight off the bat, guys, I have disabled the included Dallas-Fort Worth. It appears that iniBuilds releases on Fridays at the end of the month. Yeah, generally, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it probably is tomorrow. As I was saying, I have disabled the included Dallas-Fort Worth. Now, I'm not too sure if that's in the default version or the standard version of the simulator or the premium or whatever, but I have gone and disabled that. I didn't when I was initially getting the thumbnails, but I have now. And just one thing I want to point out, because this is still in pre-release, and here's a couple of things I will mention. First of all, this it's not the best ground poly. It's not the best ground textures at all. I will gladly say that, but this is pre-release, and I know there is things already that iniBuilds have pointed out that they will be sorting out for release, and I will just let you guys know about that straight off the bat. The SkyTrain logo on the glass is not visible in some angles, so the SkyTrain that basically goes around the central sort of the 5 terminals over here, it is animated, really nicely done. But that is a thing. Taxiways and jet bridges, alignments and photogrammetry bleed, terraforming on central roads. So there is a few things. This is a pre-release version, guys. It goes without saying, really. This, I think, is going to be... I'm going to hazard a guess of saying this is probably going to be on the top end as around 1999, possibly, but I don't have a definite price on that. I'll list you some of the features as we go through the live stream as well. Just after payday. Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for spending some time with us tonight and having a look. The way Dallas is set out, it's got, what is it, 7 runways, 5 runways, 7 runways. There's a lot to unpack. It's probably one of the biggest airports I've done on a live stream, so bear with me as we go around this. It's probably not going to be a pretty pattern. I haven't got any, I can't just go in a clockwise rotation. It's probably going to be a zigzag, this one, but I'll try and cover everything. Night lighting, please do give me a kick up the arse if I forget that, because I always do. But yeah, it's a large area to model and do a scenery for, and I think this is the first sort of premium 2026, premium 2024 airport we've had in 2026, I think. You can see obviously Dallas over in the background there as well. I think there's about 3 or 4 control towers as well. There's one here. I think there's a main one here, there, and then there's another one there. But you know, there has to be with the size of this airport. Also, we have a big birthday on Saturday. Thank you. Oh no. Merry birthday, Brian. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, it is my birthday. I am nearly reaching that big 40. Not quite there, yeah. 38. So yeah, but we won't say any more about that. So here is the very nicely modeled, I'm assuming this is their sort of whole fire training facility. Quite a big one. Many different models of aircraft here to kind of practice on, including what looks like an A380, 727, and maybe something a bit smaller. So they've got a wider range, you know, double decker, wide body, and single aisle aircraft as well. And as always, guys, what I'm going to say, from what I've seen, is that Night lighting again is fantastic by iniBuilds. It's something that I'm always very impressed with. Night lighting, iniBuilds do it really well. I think anyway, the night lighting has improved so much in 2024 since release, and as long as if developers get it right, night lighting can look really, really nice in 2024. And again, it's no exception. I'll just turn the camera around and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. But we will turn we will turn the night lighting on and off, or day and night. Actually, a little sort of interior going on here as well. The fire station interior, no fire engines. They must be busy. But this is what we do, guys. We're gonna have a good look around the airport, and if there's any places you guys want to see, if this is an airport you've been to, you work at, you know very well, even if you know it by just doing flight simming and this is kind of one of your go-to airports, let me know in the chat. Obviously, let me know in the chat if you spot anything that I might miss. In the chat, let me know what your thoughts are as well. Obviously, be nice. There is being nice, and there is being a bit of positive criticism, as in be nice about it. But yeah, just let me know, guys, because obviously there's some of you guys might be rewatching this or might be watching now who've been to Dallas and or work at Dallas and kind of want to see this. And I know there is another version out there. I think one of you guys did let me know. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Joe, I have the Imagine Sim because Ini was not yet announced. Imagine Sim isn't that bad, but I'm looking forward to iniBuilds. Yeah, so obviously there is one included by the looks of it in one of the versions of 2024. I don't know what that one is. I feel out of here a few times a year. I live in the area. Spot on, Joe, mate. I appreciate you coming in, mate, because obviously for yourself, it'll be nice to know a few things, because see, I'm over here in Liverpool and I've never been to America, so to see an airport of this size, I think the biggest I've been to in real life is Frankfurt, and that's a fair size. I used to visit Manchester Airport a lot and still do, and I always think that's big. And then when I went to Frankfurt, I was like, oh my god, this is insane. So the area around, oh, hang on, Alex, a little birthday present, lad. Have a great, mate. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. That's amazing. I always get really sort of I don't know, a bit shy and kind of, I'm not usually like that, a bit red faced when anyone does any kind of donation, gifted memberships. But yeah, that's amazing, mate. Thank you so much. And at this age now, I'm trying to keep my birthdays as exciting as they was when I was a kid, where it's just you, and it's the days about you. I'm not too bothered about me. I'm just, in terms of the doing things and getting out. We're going to York with the family on Monday, and that should be quite nice. But yeah, this area around Dallas is photogrammetry, and one thing that I will say is, if you are seeing terraforming, as in this elevation issues, it is pre-released. That it has already been brought up. The photogrammetry at a certain altitude is pretty good around this area. Aerodessa in the chatter is actually, I would say, very knowledgeable in photogrammetry for the simulator, as in he knows the areas of, say, poorer photogrammetry and what areas are really, really good. But I did want to say that the blending of the perimeter is quite nice. It looks, quite seamless. It doesn't look like you can visibly see a distinction between the airport perimeter and the surrounding land. iniBuilds have done quite a lot. These seem to be custom buildings, but they're not very, very detailed. They look like they're quite just basic, just for the sort of the perimeter. There's no signage or company names. Some of these also might be a not photogrammetry, auto-generated as well, some of these, but some of them aren't. We're actually come round in a big circle now. We are actually round to the American Airlines hangars, which are fully custom. The night lighting is amazing on those. Happy birthday. Any plans for your birthday? Yeah, going to York on Monday. I haven't been there for quite a while. We haven't even taken the baby there yet, so it'll be our first time. And on Saturday, my actual birthday, I'm just chilling out. We're going to get a nice takeaway. We're going to try another smash burger place in Liverpool to see how it fares. Nice quiet on Monday, bit of traveling. Sorry, nice quiet on Saturday, bit of traveling on the Monday. I've just ordered myself a little birthday present, which is the Honeycomb Alpha yoke. So I've got a proper yoke, because I've got the old Cytec Logitech thing, very plasticky, very, very toy. It feels like a toy. I've got the Honeycomb Alpha coming tomorrow. Took a bit of a risk. That is down as a refurbed open box from Scan. But it's a UK vendor, so if there's any issues, I can send it back. Anyway, that's true. Dallas photogrammetry among the best. It's pretty sure Texas got a city update as well. It did, yeah. It was one of the last city updates, I think. It did. It did. It was one of the maybe 11 or 10 possibly city updates. Oh, missed it. Happy birthday, Brian. Nah, no worries. No worries. No worries. Listen, guys, I really appreciate all the happy birthday wishes. Thank you. Gonna kill you, Mike. I wasn't looking for that. But yeah, what I'm sort of noticing, and I completely understand the reason, the further you get out to the edges of the airport, things aren't as detailed, but there's still custom buildings, which is great. When you start getting into the more immediate area, you're going to get more detail. So all these UPS buildings and hangar buildings are fully custom. We're starting to get more of the ground service equipment as well. You can, again, you're going to be able to toggle all this in the iniBuilds manager. That's something that the pre-release version doesn't have, unfortunately. As far as I know, when we're sent it before release, it is just a pre-release copy. There's no way to toggle things, and the GSX profile doesn't seem to be accessible, unfortunately. So I can't really show you that, but usually iniBuilds will have toggle cars, toggle people, and toggle ground service equipment, and then sometimes some other bits as well. What I would say as well, there seems to be quite a lot of open doors on some of the buildings, and when we start getting more central, the buildings, like I said, are substantially more detailed. For example, the barbed wire is a bit two-dimensional, but it is what it is. A couple of more, and UPS retires. Yes, they do. So if anyone wants to do some retirement flights, or yeah, they have. Looks pretty good. The Alpha is top notch. I can't wait. As I say, I am taking the chance with it because it's through Scan UK, and it is not even Honeycomb have got it in stock in the European online store. Aerosoft had it, but I didn't really want to get it shipped from Germany in case there was any issues, and then I've got to send it back. Scan sold out, and then one appeared online, which could potentially be the one that was taken offline, because one about a day later went on, and it was, as I say, it was down as refurbished open box. So I'm hoping it isn't a customer return and just maybe a bit of box damage, and I think it was discounted by about 20 quid, but and then I'm hoping to win a bid for the Bravo throttle quadrant as well. So I'm hoping to have the honeycomb yoke and throttle quadrant next. Well, the yoke tomorrow, and then the throttle quadrants next week, and then I can fully get down to some proper GA flying. Because I tell you what, just having the controller is so limiting. It really is. I want to be able to just have one hand on the throttle, one, on the yoke. Here are some custom vehicles. Now, this is interesting. Remember, guys, I haven't seen any of this airport. I got the obligatory thumbnails for when I needed, obviously for the stream video, and that was it. I haven't seen anything else. I know there's interiors to the terminals. They look pretty detailed, but I haven't gone in and really looked at things. There's some really, really nice custom, actual Dallas Fort Worth branded assets. Really, really cool. Where are we, guys? Evening. Hey, guys. Becky Davis. Hello, Practically Geek. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Low key, that scenery gives off newer, higher level of detail. Yeah, definitely. I mean, considering we're nowhere near the terminal yet, we've still got all of this to look at. We've got the other side to look at. There's a lot, guys, and please do stick with the live stream. I really, really appreciate it. As I say, I do go and speak a lot. I also show you some things that others may not, like this levitating pole, which yeah, it levitates. These are some fueling stations, which again are pretty. The thing's missing. The thing's missing. And another thing as well, these are sent to me. The thing with looking at the sceneries and this detail is that we will see things, good and bad. But I always think it helps the developers to fix them quite easily. Signage, again, for iniBuilds is always on point. I can't really fault them on the signage and the level of ground equipment all over the airport. A lot of UPS trailers here, some baggage carts, and again, most of these buildings here are kind of nondescript. There's no brands on them. Here's my Beechcraft Baron. Absolutely love that. I've done some short flights in it. Really, really good. So nice. It just handles so nicely. Emery Flight. Got some hangars here. Which, do you know what, guys? I don't know if you caught me last live stream. I was having a look at Żywiecki Designs Warsaw and his Katowice, and his interiors to the hangars, absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen them or you haven't got them, have a look at those scenery, the hangar interiors. They're just immaculate. Something that we just don't see enough. Hangar interiors. We see a lot of terminal interiors, but like fully built hangar interiors, there's not many, or at least I haven't. I've seen a few. iniBuilds Gatwick, absolutely amazing Boeing hangar in that, really cool. Let's have a little look. How is performance? Oh, got quite a few going on. Dallas Fort Worth covers 27 square miles, so that is a lot of ground to cover for devs. Yes, what I would say is as well, this is why we are seeing, some of the outskirts are a bit more nondescript. The building models are maybe a bit more basic, but it makes sense. It's a large base. What's up with the Silverado's wheels? The wheels on the trucks, I'm not too sure. The scene is nice. It looks good. Coming up in an hour. Yeah, look above what I said. Oh, hang on. Hello. Becky, how are you today? I'm good. I don't know if Mike. I think Mike's good. Some details might need work out, but it's a big. Yeah, it is. Nice. It's a big work after all. Yeah. It's a large space. I mean, we've got some tennis courts here as well. It looks like it's like tennis courts on top of a kind of a multi-story car park. This area again looks like they've done a bit of work just to kind of make it look like there's maybe some lakes or artificial lakes. But like I said, there is some issues with terraforming and a few other bits. But apart from that, there's a lot. And we're only on this side of the airport still. Big hub for American Airlines. I'm not too sure if it's kind of one of their hubs. I'm assuming that they've got a few more. But the American Airlines hangars are really, really nice. On the flip side, I don't know why this keeps on happening with the mouse. If you have a little look at you get some really nice sort of maybe early morning light in there. You'll see even the numbers on the hangars are very nicely illuminated as well. I haven't got to see it. Low-key, that looks pretty chill with that small C. It does. It looks nice. I can only imagine that it's there in real life. As I say, there's a multiple control towers at Dallas. And I know the one in the center has been modeled. This has also been modeled, and it also does have an interior as well. Pretty cool. Wow, okay. Usually iniBuilds are very, very good with interiors and the ATC. The only ATC tower that I really just think is terrible is their LAX one. They haven't done anything with their LAX tower, I've noticed. But there you go. That is the overview. And again, that's pretty crisp, pretty clear. It's mirrored. Everything's mirrored. Airport diagram, Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah. And yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Insane. Again, iniBuilds opting for static people, which in this scenery, I really don't blame them. I mean, that's how detailed it gets, folks. iniBuilds takeaway cups as well. I do love the little sort of the purple lighting going across. Even got like the little hatch there. Let's have a little look. Spot on. Yeah, iniBuilds night lighting is always. I'm not very rarely not being impressed by it. It's always really, really good. Especially when they do some of their custom animations. You'll see that in the likes of the Doha city scenery and the Dubai one as well. I know their next UK one is my local. It's Liverpool. I absolutely can't wait for that. There's going to be a lot of content on the channel for that for sure, including a live stream. I know they, by the looks of it, are doing city buildings for that, so there might be some kind of custom lighting in the city there as well. Some nice dirt and oil marks on the stand locations here by the American Airlines hangars, which again, night lighting is just so nice. We're not at the dead of night, we are kind of really early morning, but I kind of like, you still get to see the night lighting and it's not too dark as well. And then you can see the main terminal over there. Again, night lighting looks really, really nice. Some of the parallaxed interiors, we are getting more and more used to seeing this now. The kind of the faked interior, which always looks a lot nicer in at night or in the dark. Sometimes it doesn't look amazing. Sometimes people usually get it right, and it does mimic a kind of a fake interior. Because LAX is an enhanced version from 2020, that would make sense. I prefer the UK airports, even me, Liverpool, even me. Well, we're hoping, yeah. I have requested iniBuilds. Put yourself on the little mound, mate. I have requested it. I hope they do it. But yeah, very, very hyped, as you can imagine, for Liverpool Airport. Just resetting the camera there. That's why it just went upwards. Let's stick it back to... We're going to be flicking the lock, because if I don't flick, I'll forget. There we go. The detail in the hangars is really, really nice. Some of the roof's got quite a few inconsistencies in the textures, a bit of dirt and a bit of weathering down the sides. Really nice. AC units, power units, and the lights as well. Look at the lights. You start getting closer, you're going to see obviously the textures aren't amazing, but who's getting that close except me? So moving along, we have more, I'm assuming this is just purely aircraft and cargo. Eva Air Cargo, Qatar Cargo as well, all labelled up. We've got the signage for each. Like I said before, this is where the buildings start getting a bit more detailed. But definitely it's a large base. Now we've got the 18-wheelers. Now we've got the actual trucks themselves. A couple of UPS trucks and FedEx. Really nicely done. Really good stuff. Really is. Yeah, so I appreciate everyone coming in. Please make sure that you do a couple of things for me. Please, if you can, share the live stream. That'll be fantastic. Please do definitely leave a like, though. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I live stream quite regularly. I am about to release the next freeware episode, so if you guys want to see some more pretty nice freeware airports that you can get for free, I've got 4 episodes in the making. The first one should be out soon, or at least edited soon, and then I've got more bits coming along, some more cinematics. I am actually working on a new cinematic video for someone. I'm not going to say who that is, but that should be quite cool to see. Quite a big name in the flight sim industry, by the way, guys. So keep an eye out on that. But yeah, if you subscribe, I'll be very happy. It'll be my little birthday present from you. But yeah, if you are rewatching the stream as well, again, leave a like. So let's have a little look. So there's another thing that iniBuilds have done, really, really cool, is the bridges across the various roads. Again, there is some elevation and terraforming issues that they have been addressed already. So please keep in mind that there is sort of landscaping issues that you may see as we go along here, but there's quite a lot of these bridges as well. Those trucks look amazing. They're including quite a range of them. Yeah, obviously we're going to see some assets that iniBuilds have used before. What I will do is I'll kind of go around the outside, and then as you get into the middle of Dallas Fort Worth, obviously that's where all the road network and trains and stuff like that are making their way into the center of the airport. Again, we do have some buildings that have been custom modeled, and some of these also do have branding on them. GE Aerospace. What I would say is just this isn't a nitpick at all. It's purely based on the size of this airport, but because of the size of the airport, we aren't getting the usual sort of completeness of the ground detail. And what I mean by that, we've got no barriers or fencing or the little intricate details, but again, I'm purely because this is Dallas Fort Worth, I am going to just say that it looks like the immediate buildings, the important buildings, and subtle details have been included where necessary. There is something going on here. I'm going to rely on you guys. I haven't looked this up. I probably should have, because I saw this when I was having a quick look the other day. There maybe is some kind of runway extension. Possibly. I can see that there's a taxiway going through the center here, and it looks like that's where the work is starting, but iniBuilds have included some kind of construction site on this end. So extension of maybe possibly a taxiway, maybe, I don't know. It actually, by the looks of it, there is some taxiways here that have sort of been... Yeah. Possibly, I don't know. Are they sticking are they sticking another runway in there? Are they sticking? Plane or scenery? The upcoming cinematic is planes, not a plane. That's all I'm saying. Not a plane developer, but it will include planes. That pretty much should really tell you what it's about. Yeah. But yeah, there's something going on here. You guys can probably let me know. I'm assuming someone will know, but I don't think they're going to get another runway in there, but certainly maybe extension of these runways possibly. And then they're extending the taxiway further. Yeah, maybe the whole thing's getting extended. There's a lot going on there. Anyway, let's carry on. Because as you can see, yeah, we've got a lot to go through. There's some bits over here. We've got another control tower over there. We've even got quite a lot going on just on the outskirts as well. You will see the blending of the photogrammetry coming in. And again, I think the blending between the scenery and the photogrammetry has been done very, very well. Here is the... Jesus Christ, that is a massive VOR. Is that a VOR station? A radar? Or is it a kind of a monument? That's insane. Imagine it is, because of the runway direction, that is actually a function in VOR. We actually do have the kind of the entranceway into Dallas. Let's have a little look. How far are we looking at? Just here as well. That's where we start getting the separation between the photogrammetry and the actual scenery itself. Massive big stars and stripes there. And then the toll, or... Oddly enough, it's the first time I've seen a toll kind of entranceway on an airport scenery. Very nicely done, all these signs. Let's see if there's any kind of night lighting to look at. I'm assuming there is going to be. Yeah, look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, you can see the quality of the night lighting here. The way the text lit up. Really, really nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually having some proper flight sim controls. Why does it keep on doing that? I don't know why it keeps on turning to that kind of... That is so annoying, man. Yeah, I'm excited to actually have some proper flight sim controls, finally. There we go. Looks like a VO. Yeah, it either it's like almost like a monument. I don't know. It's like a monument in itself as you're driving into Dallas Fort Worth. But look at the size of it. And then actually the modeling of it as well is fantastic. It really is. DFW rather. There's actually collision on that as well, so you could potentially stand on there. Don't know why you would want to. Yeah, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. Let's carry on, guys. This is a good way because now we're kind of zigzag back over to the main terminal. Yeah, we've got a few bits of elevation issues here, which again is a known issue. So please keep in mind that we are looking at a pre-release version, and this is already a known thing. It is. Yeah, Mike, I need to... I mean, obviously, I went to Manchester recently to see the Cathay Pacific Retro Land, the A350 Retro, which is fantastic, and it was a nice little day of plane spotting, but I do want to get back to Liverpool, and I want to get back to Manchester again. I actually want to get back to Heathrow. I said I'd only really want to do that once, but I want to go back. I want to actually do the Manchester to Heathrow British Airways shuttle. That is another little 2026 goal, is to do the British Airways Manchester to Heathrow shuttle flight. Do some plane spotting and then come back in the evening. And also get some flight equipment, which I'm already doing. Here is the beautiful apron markings and taxiway markings here, because I can only imagine when there's a queue at Dallas Fort Worth to get out onto the runway, they've got to have, although that does look like some apron parking as well. It is, yeah. I wouldn't like to be a passenger going on that remote apron. As always, can't fault the ground markings and the actual texturing of the aprons and the runways. Really, really nice. It does look like they're doing some kind of a runway extension out on there. Couldn't add a heady on there? Yeah, you could do. Those are likely de-icing pads. Ah, okay, fair enough. So yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, this looks like sort of, this is definitely snow plows and other bits. But yes, you are. Yeah, they are. I'm assuming these red. I'm not going to claim I'm absolutely 100% on everything to do with airports, guys, so please bear with me, but yeah, probably not stands. It would make sense, yeah. They taxi here and then get straight out onto the runway. Amsterdam situation. Yeah, de-icing, I believe. Cheers, Joe, mate. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Although, you know, they could have remote stands. They seem to be they might be remote stands over there. But yeah, let's carry on through the center. There's some more hangars over there. I think that's another American Airlines one there as well. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. They are de-icing pads. Thank you. And a nice big sort of oval car park here as well. What I'll try and do is I'll zigzag over to... We've not got much over there. We've got the full scenery in the center here. More of the taxiway bridges. Again, this area looks what you would expect it to be. The terraforming issues, the landscaping issues seem to be along this portion of the road as well. Let me just swing. I know you guys want to see the terminal. I appreciate that. I just want to make sure we get everything that's sort of, you know, not the main bit of the airport. These are actually photogrammetry here. This is a custom building. Towards the ends of the stream as well, guys, I will turn on PSXT so we can see some traffic, real-time traffic, by the way. We'll see it moving in and out of Dallas Fort Worth, which is always pretty cool to see, but we'll do that towards the end. I don't want to turn it on now because it can be pretty distracting, especially to me, because I'll just start plane spotting. Especially as it's actually live traffic as well, so it'll be exactly what's happening at Dallas as it is now in real life, which is pretty cool. Just insane the amount of runways, though, isn't it? It really is. I wonder how many Liverpool airports you could fit into Dallas. They must know that, mustn't they? They must know that. How many Liverpool airports would fit into Dallas? Does it know? It does. Approximately 20 to 25 Liverpool airports could fit into the Dallas Fort Worth in terms of land area. There you go. I prefer Manchester work. So this is what we're saying before on the sort of the start of the stream. With Manchester being not a small airport, but a smaller space, obviously you're going to get a lot more of a densely populated, a more densely sort of the quality is going to be, you're going to get more to it. You're going to get more fencing, you're going to get more barriers and a lot more, a lot more detailed objects, or at least more objects in the space, because it's just, again, if you're gonna, maybe you might be able to fit 10 Manchester airports into Dallas. Manchester isn't small. It is when you're looking at this. The runways at O'Hare. O'Hare is crazy. I miss Microsoft made default airport textures better. Yeah. But obviously it was Gaia that were making those, and fun fact, Gaia simulations are making a comeback in 2026, or at least they're going back to their third-party roots, and they're working on Corfu, aren't they, for 2024? So it'd be nice to see that, because Gaia simulations, when they were kind of making their own sceneries, they were some of the best, in my opinion. I'm just trying to sort of work our way to the center so we can have a really good look at the middle of the airport. We have another American Airlines hangar. It looks like here we've got quite a lot of detail here in the center. Also, as well, a good thing, if you, obviously, I know you said Manchester, you prefer Manchester. Don't forget, iniBuilds work together with Manchester Airport, not just having reference images. They got to go around the full airport and experience every sort of square inch. They went everywhere. They spent a lot of time at Manchester, and their Manchester scenery was in cooperation with the actual airport itself as well. That said, this is still, for me, I haven't. It's better than the default version, of course it is. I haven't seen the Imagine Sims version. Oh, one of you guys have. I think it was Joe said he's got the Imagine Sim version. I can only assume it's on the more detailed side of that as well. I don't know what was happening with the tires. Is that like a... I don't know. Someone mentioned the tires before. Is that like a weird has something messed up on the textures maybe, and it's leaked over, or do they have like a tire wrap on these vehicles at Dallas? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, guys, as Mike has said, there is a giveaway. I've only got one copy. You have to be active in the chat. I will be announcing that between you're looking at around 9:30, 10 o'clock, guys, towards the end. I will show everyone who has entered. If you're not entered and you want to be, I will wait until you are entered. I will show you on the screen that you've entered, and then we will draw a winner. That is the fairest I can be. It is PC only. It is a 2024 scenery as well, guys. Keep that in mind. So PC only. This is only 2024. iniBuilds, I don't think make that. No, they don't. They don't develop for 2020 anymore, so keep that in mind. And obviously you will need an iniBuilds account, but if you haven't got one, it's very easy to set one up. But yeah, the main two ones to keep in mind is it's a 2024 scenery. This isn't 2020. It's not available for 2020, and it is PC only. All my giveaways are PC only unless I mention it. Hello, Practically Geek. Hello, good to see you. It's a pretty good model car. Imagine Sims absolutely suck. Okay. but it means when you fly, you will not see all of the. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a thing. I know, but it's a massive space, isn't it? To model. When is it due to be released? My guess is, Brian, it's going to be tomorrow. That is a guess purely based on the usual iniBuilds scheduling of releases. The fact that creators got the pre-release version at a certain time, and also the fact that they've just put a thing out saying coming soon, and that coming soon social media post / Discord post always, for most cases, 24 hours before release. So that's my guess. I call them Imagine Scam. I'll be honest, guys, I can't make any comments because I haven't got it for one, and I've never actually owned any of Imagine Sim scenery. So yeah. Let's carry on. We've got another control tower, and then we will make our way to the actual terminal. As you can see in the background, guys, there's a lot. There is the air train, that was it called, the Skylink air train, making its way around. It actually stops at the stations as well. Lovely night lighting as always. Got some American Airlines stairs as well. That's another thing. I absolutely love the ground service equipment. The ground equipment, the ground clutter, iniBuilds always does really well. This American Airlines hangar is very nicely modelled. Nicely textured as well. And again, night lighting is really, really nice. Look at this. Someone was earlier on asking about performance. My sim generally stutters anyway. I think for the most part, for me, it's just my PC is just terribly optimized. The sim is, I haven't done any kind of settings optimization. I haven't done any of that. But performance, I will leave the debug menu on for a tiny bit. Just to show you. You will catch some stutters, guys, but yeah, if I had the actual time to go through and do some tweaks, because after experiencing 2024 on PS5, I'm certain that my settings are overkill. Like, there's absolutely no need to be running on the settings that I have, which are all pretty much ultra. It's silly. After seeing the PS5 version, which is basically on a base PS5, probably running on low to medium settings, yeah, I can afford to be a bit more liberal with my settings. Definitely. They really produce some excellent add-ons for us. Definitely, mate. Is there an elevator function in terminal? Well, I don't know, mate. So this is what I was saying. I've had a quick look at things. I've had a look at the screenshot of the thumbnail of the live stream is the closest I've got to the terminal. You guys are here for the same first look preview as me. There is a GSX profile with it. There will be, but I haven't downloaded because it's not available on pre-release. It doesn't let me in the iniBuilds manager, or at least I can't find a way to. When it's on the ini manager, when it's out for release, it's in the bottom right. It's not for me. I don't have any of the toggles either, so I can't toggle stuff on, but I wouldn't do that anyway for this kind of stream, because I want you guys to see everything that's available. I'm not going to turn off cars and people and ground servers of equipment to actually show you the stream. Do you know what I mean? But there is a GSX. There will be one on release. Yeah, there definitely will be. It is part of the feature list. Which, by the way, before we move on to the actual terminal, which we're going to next, don't you worry. The scenery features again. Release, I'm going to hazard a guess, it's probably tomorrow. It could be next week, I don't know. Fully modelled and animated Skylink air train system connecting all terminals. Custom construction zones and active development areas positioned around the airfield to reflect real world expansion, so it probably does look like they're expanding the runways and the taxiways. Detailed elevated taxiway bridges crossing roads. Handmade ground textures with crisp bespoke texture sets for runways, aprons, paths and roads. True to life airport landside recreation with custom ground decals, signposts, vegetation, parking barriers and more. Accurately modelled and positioned dynamic airport lighting for enhanced realism. 180 plus handcrafted models featuring custom-made buildings, vehicles and objects. Handcrafted terminals with crisp textures providing a fresh modern approach. That's their words, not mine. High definition jetways and don't know that word. Details enhancing the airport's realism. Highly detailed models of the airport buildings, objects and surroundings. Fully HD ground poly matching the 2025 airport layout. Up-to-date airport layout reflecting the current real-world location. Official GSX profile included in the actual iniBuilds manager on release. Level of detail LOD optimization for the models. The latest 2024 SDK features for optimal performance and smooth experience. Bespoke taxi signage, real-world specifications. And that is it, guys. Yeah, the other one is exactly the same. There is also this one in the middle, which probably maybe some kind of airport operations tower. Yeah, this one is basically a carbon copy, but I don't know if that, I'm assuming that is the case at Dallas, that they've got two similar looking ones. This, to me, it's the same placement of all the models, so it's probably just a copy and pasted situation. They've just a quick copy and paste over to the other side of the airport. Again, guys, if there's anything on here that I've missed out or you guys want to see, let me know. There is a few other bits here. Another apron. What is this apron over here? Looks to me more like cargo, more cargo space. Again, ground texture's great. The weathering and the spaces of where the aircraft have been. I'd imagine. I don't think that's satellite imagery. It could very well be, but it's done really well. This looks to me like more FedEx. We've got some 18-wheelers here. We've got some of the not the 18-wheelers, but obviously the trucks, the actual semis as well. Just more cargo space by the looks of it. Yeah, so in fact, if you look at the taxiways here, this might be what they do into the other side. Over on the construction on the other side of the airport looks similar, doesn't it? So they're either expanding the runways or they're just making the taxiway this massive space. I can only, again, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, people who are in the know a bit more with maybe being at the airport or maybe Dallas Fort Worth in general. I'm right in assuming that this is maybe just overflow, maybe that the aircraft can kind of taxi and wait if there's a queue rather than jamming up the actual apron ways and the more active taxiways. It seems to be quite a large taxiway just to wrap around the threshold of the runways, isn't it? But yeah, let me know. They have a GSX profile with it. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Don't forget to don't forget if. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they're basically just to even things out, and it's a busy airport. We've actually looks like we've got some static aircraft over here as well. I don't think FS traffic is active. No, it's not. Yeah, so the other side of the runway, we've got the construction over here. They just basically mimicking what they've got, because they've got it over here as well. With it being that busy, it's aircraft can either wait to join the active, or they can, not get in, in the way of other aircraft. But it's quite a mirror image, isn't it? Dallas Fort Worth. I haven't been here much in the sim, don't get me wrong, but everything we've got over here, we seem to have exactly the same mirrored over there. We've got that sort of oval-shaped car park. We've got more toll booths coming into the airport from the other direction. Others probably will beg to differ, but it looks like it's quite a good setup for congestion, especially the airport, the aircraft themselves. It's a Sunday, any plane? Oh yeah. So no, I will turn one of the traffic things I've got, PSXT, for the real world traffic. I'll put that on towards the end, guys, so you can see the what it looks like with aircraft. That's a car rental facility. Yep, those cars are employees parking. Perfect. Like I say, it's quite a almost like a mirror image of each side. The traffic here looks terrible. Everyone's getting lost. Guys, I've just been saying how nice the layout of the airport looks. It looks like it's not going to get any congestion, and you guys are making me look like a fool. They really need to improve the traffic on the roads, don't they? What's this? What I would say, and again, this is not a nitpick, but it's the same for Manchester, I feel. Some of the detail along the threat, the actual approach to the runways, iniBuilds don't really go too in-depth with it, you know what I mean? Like, again, it's not a criticism. Like, in the Manchester scenery, runway 2, 3 right, just... it needs a bit more detailing. This looks fine. It really does. And the photogrammetry helps quite a lot as well. But anyway, guys, let's make our way into it. We've got a couple of things before we head into the main bits. We don't have a full interior, I don't think, but we do have some interiors. Please tell me it's better than the sober version. It is better than the default one, but I have disabled that. I don't think it needs disabling. It was active. I've disabled it anyway, Carl, but it didn't look like it, doubled up and impacted on the actual scenery at all. Can you go into terminal? Yeah, we can. Yeah, definitely. How do we enter? The giveaway, the giveaway is purely based on being active in the chat. I will let everybody know towards the end of the live stream when I'm going to pick a winner. Whether you're entered, I will give you opportunity to enter. So before I pick a winner, anyone who wants to enter, I will show you on screen. You are entered. You've got a tick next to your name, and then I will draw a winner. It's the fairest I can be. And remember, guys, giveaway PC only, and it is a 2024 scenery only. Okay, this is one of their premium ones. So and iniBuilds I've stopped doing 2020 sceneries anyway. So just keep that in mind. PC only, 2024 scenery only. But yeah, I can tell already it's a hardware punisher. I mean, it's not running too bad on my system, mate. So any elevation issues on roads as well, guys, I will just say there is a couple of things. Please note, this is from iniBuilds. There is some issues that will be addressed prior to launch. Skytrain, the little you can see it over there, just running along the tracks. The Skytrain running along the top there has got the logo for it is not visible in some angles. At some angles it is, and it will be fixed. Taxiway bridges alignment / photogrammetry has got some bleeding to it, and terraforming on central roads is a bit iffy. Again, these will be fixed before release. Let me just have a little look at this. We've got like a sort of a American Airlines cargo building and another American Airlines building here, and a private jet terminal. There is some static aircraft, which is not unusual. iniBuilds tend to just put the smaller aircraft in, but yeah, not too shabby. We actually got any kind of illumination on the actual So no sort of illumination on the actual airline, American Airlines logo there. We have on this building. Yeah, the lighting's fantastic here. If you have a little look, we've got like the light bleeding onto the actual building itself. Really nice, nicely done that. And again, I will flick it back over to night lighting, but you can just see the airport from above here, guys, as we make our way into the terminal. Because we will be spending the last kind of hour here at the main terminal. It gives us quite a lot of time there. Haven't timed that too bad, actually. And for me, this is, again, lovely night lighting. It's not just one shade, it's one tone or one hue. I would say one hue. You know, you've got the sort of the LED white kind of lighting, and then kind of like a more orangey. You've got some nice details on the sort of the central control tower there as well. Really, really nice job. And again, like a couple of you guys have said, it's a huge space to develop for, you know. It's a shame they stopped X-Plane version. Yeah, I mean, for me, X-Plane's fantastic when you get up in the air into the clouds, the lighting and the clouds. They've done an immaculate laminar, what are they called? Laminar designs. Laminar have done a fantastic job on the atmospherics and the lighting in the sky, the clouds. Really, really good. I would say probably for me the atmospheric effects are a lot better than Microsoft Flight Simulator for sure. You have to see them. But in terms of third-party aircraft and airports, just the modeling and the textures just a few years behind. Yeah, a couple of years behind. So I was having a look at Zhevietsky Airport earlier on, wasn't I? Not earlier on today, but a couple of streams back, maybe last stream. And his aircraft models were spot on. They were really, really good. Did you show the night lighting? Yeah, I've been off and on with the night lighting. I've been showing it off and on various buildings and locations around the airport. So yeah, I will show it again and do a quick overview in a bit. But we are getting sort of to the main terminal. Yeah, a lot of private jets. Yeah. So have a look at this, guys. So we do have a railway track now. Is there going to be a collision? No, there's no collision there. Oh yeah, there's a bit there. So we can't go right underneath. I've left the debug menu, the actual frame rates, up the top right there, guys, just so you can see it. Yeah, a couple of little bits of, I think this is where they were talking about the photogrammetry bleeding in, the elevation around this point. Not the most detailed sort of train station, but again, the Manchester one was spot on. Really, really cool. Lots of sort of overhead roads and railways. This is the Sky train, you know, the orange Sky train. Can we have a little look? Oh, there he is over there. Is he coming our way, or is he just being... Oh, he's coming our way, guys. There we go. See if we've got any night lighting on it as well. There we go, chap. Look at that. There's an actual full interior to that as well. Very smooth animations as well. Really nice. Look at that. See, there's the logo on the window. Doesn't seem to be an issue. It's not sort of glitching out. Not bad. I think the animations on that are really good, and it does actually stop at the stations as well. Couple of bit more stutters going on as well. If you noticed, there we are getting into a bit more of a built-up area. Can you see my guys? I can see your messages. I can see your messages. I did go. If you are asking about the giveaway, I did answer about the giveaway. Kudos for iniBuilds for taking on a big hub. Yeah, and you know, one of the biggest in the world to start the year off for sure. Yeah, no, I fully agree, Carl. You know, I think maybe developers would sort of look at Dallas and other big hubs like this in America, or even over in the Middle East, and just be like, no, no, thank you. But yeah, no, that I absolutely agree, mate. Some lovely construction going on here with this terminal. Yes, yeah. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, I really appreciate everyone coming in. Appreciate all the birthday wishes as well, guys. That's really sort of made my day. It's lovely to see all the community love and spirit in the chat, and seeing you guys here tonight looking at this this latest iniBuilds scenery, which is another fantastic one. Sure, it's not as densely populated as some of them they've done, but you can fully appreciate the scale of Dallas Fort Worth. And for this to be, I think it's one of their first of 2026 coming straight in with Dallas Fort Worth just to kick off the year. You can only imagine what they've got planned. I'm certainly, again, like I said before, hyped for Liverpool Airport because it's my local. I've worked there, I've been there, I've flown out from there, I've plane spotted from there. I'm sadly at the age where I remember going there to see Concorde at Grand National. I say sadly, the best thing ever. I'm so happy that I was able to go and see Concorde many a time at Liverpool Airport. I actually got to stand on the apron with it as well, and with iniBuilds announcing that as their next UK one, you know, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for me, and for many. We've needed a good Liverpool in the airport in the sim, or a more up to date one. We have got the UK update version and the digital designs one, which is all right. It's a bit outdated now, but anyway. So we do have some interiors to some of the terminals, or maybe just one of the terminals. We don't have anything else, but I understand why. It's a bloody huge airport, isn't it? I would not like to navigate through this. I really, really wouldn't. You know what? I'd love. Oh, hang on. Have we got a? So yeah, that's like a parallax one. So they have done like a 2D faked interior, which is fantastic. But yeah, that's not to say I'd love to go here. I'd absolutely love to be over in the States and have a look at some of the airports as an av geek. Traveling from here though, I don't know. I don't think so. The train is just like iniBuilds JFK. I think it's a tiny bit better, but it's still nice to want a JFK. Yeah, I agree. Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's the real airport's a dump. Frequently voted the yeah, I mean, as we all know, Manchester here in the UK is not highly rated. Certainly when I've flown out from Manchester, it's not been too bad in my experience, but it's not the best. Liverpool is the best rated, which is great. This is just a huge airport. You can actually see here is where we start to get some of the interiors going on, and I have briefly seen it only through the window. But it's a huge task, as Carl has rightly said. Kudos to iniBuilds for taking this on and giving us a bit more of a, well, a lot more of a detailed version of Dallas Fort Worth. Again, each terminal is custom modeled. It's nicely modeled, nicely textured, but we don't have an interior to every one. But for me, it's understandable. For me, it's more than understandable that it's not everything has been modeled, because there's quite a huge space. I don't know what terminal this is, guys. You guys will definitely be able to help me in the chat for sure. There's 5 terminals, I think, 5 or 6. I know this is the one that we're getting the interior in. I used to travel to Dallas often, and you can easily get turned around and all lost. Yeah. Not had any issues at Manchester since COVID. East Midlands model 2, not flown from Liverpool for donkeys. Yeah, Liverpool's a belter. I usually fly United, so I'm usually in E terminal, E4 and E9. Joe, I'll be honest, mate, you'll have to let me know which one's which. let me just have a look, because others want to know. Let's have a little look-ski. So terminal, where are we? Which way are we rotated here? Let's have a little look. Apologies, my lovely chat. Okie doke. So yeah, okay, we're rotated this way. So it is terminal C. Hang on. I'm not rotated correctly here, am I? No. Let's have a little look. That way. So it's Terminal D. Terminal D is the one that is modelled. E is this one. No, this one. So 5 terminals. I'm assuming they are going to make one. It looks like they're building something here. So, yeah. F maybe. So A, B, C, D, E. And then I'm assuming they'll pop an F into there. It's almost like they were going to anyway with the track. The track looks like it's ready to be included. But yeah, D is the one that we've got interior development for. D, I think, are used for international. Depends on who. Hi, what time? 9:30 to 10 p.m. What time? 9:30 to 10. Well, it's 21:15 now, so within the next 45 minutes or so. Terminal F is being built. Cheers, Joe. I mean, the space is perfectly, it's perfectly there. It's almost like they anticipated it, or there was a terminal here at one point. Anyway, folks, let me carry on, because I've kind of turned everything round again. So let's get back on it here. I think we were here, weren't we? Some lovely signage as well. We have got some sign work going on. Now leasing office space, and then there's a phone number there. You guys can give that a call if you want to try it. What I would like to see personally, because iniBuilds are good at doing something like trains and ground equipment, and obviously the night lighting. Others, MK Studios, who else was doing it recently? Someone else did it recently that I had a look at. But I'd like to see iniBuilds start doing some animated stuff like cars. Aerosoft do it really well as well. Some animated stuff going on, coaches, airport vehicles, and then obviously some, cars. That is just me thinking out loud there, but I'd love to see, because that's iniBuilds seems to do really, the sceneries are fantastic, but see the roads in the center here, none of the default traffic is going down it, so it's being excluded. on purpose. So it'd be nice to see some animated cars down here, you know. I know performance does take a hit, but it'd be nice to see that, you know. There's a cool hint at potential ini Hong Kong in Terminal D. Oh, okay. Yeah, Hong Kong would be, yes, yeah, already have a native one. What's the giveaway? Just curious, but looks great. Flight Tamper do, yeah, Flight Tamper do animated stuff. Yeah. I'm impressed with their animated assets on their scenery. The giveaway is to win a copy. I've got one copy of Dallas Fort Worth. Obviously, it'll be activated into the winner's ini account when it releases. You have to be active in the chat. I'll let you know when I'll be picking a winner, so you guys can make sure that you're entered. It's for PC only. It's for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 only, because it is a 2024 scenery only. And I'll be announcing the winner within the next 45 minutes, guys, because obviously I want to make sure we're having a good look through it. But yeah, I'll make sure that if you are wanting to be entered, you are entered. I will show you visibly on screen who is entered and who's not. I will go through names. I'll tell you who's entered, and we'll take it from there, guys. I'll show you me picking the winner through Nightbot. It'll be done through Nightbot, and it'll be me pressing choose winner, and it'll choose a winner. And then you guys, the winner will need to have an email put into their YouTube profile as well, guys. That's another thing I must say, is I will be reaching out to you. I don't want others reaching out to me. I will reach out to the winner personally through an email provided, and then we will have a private chat about obviously getting the scenery over to you. This is the central control tower. Again, the night lighting for this, I've seen it briefly, but it's really, really nice. Let's have a little look. Where are we going? Flight Tamper do, yeah. Yeah. It's for a iniBuilds and Practically Geek branded glove set and hat set. So if you'd like to win a set, no, I'm joking, guys. Do not think you are winning a hat and glove set. It is for a copy of this scenery, Dallas Fort Worth by iniBuilds, when it releases. I don't know the release date. My guess is that it'll be tomorrow, but that is a guess. The towers are all fully modelled, which is great, and they've all got an interior. This is where we are going to see the most development in terms of the terminal itself, guys. So this is where we are going to get our interior to, what did we say, Terminal D? Which seems to be a bit more of a newer terminal. Definitely an updated terminal. Let's have a little look. I probably won't be able to get through all of this. But yeah, we shall go in and have a little look. Luckily, we can go in here. I will turn it down to the night lights for this, just because we'll be able to see both. We'll be able to see what the interior looks like, and also the night lighting as well. I think it releases Saturday. Yeah, again, I honestly don't know, guys. Just because I'm showing you before release, I actually don't know. But I'm going from past iniBuilds releases, schedules and stuff like that. Why is no Terminal F? Just curious, because my home airport is, honestly, I'm assuming Terminal D is a bit more of a newer, it certainly looks newer, it looks a bit more modern than the others. iniBuilds might have only had access to this one, they might have only had references for this. It could be a multitude of things to keep performance. If they did every terminal interior, it might be a bit too much usage. what I can say, performance has been great. I've had, 40 to 50. Sometimes it'll drop down to 40, but it hasn't gone under. But no, I in general don't think iniBuilds tend to do every terminal. They didn't for Manchester. They did a bit of Terminal 2. They did a tiny bit of Terminal 1. Here's the actual SkyTrain. If anyone was interested, guys, it does stop at the terminals. There's a little bit of an interior to it as well. It's not, it's not like really, really detailed, but we'll have a little ride on it. I'm getting thrown around. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't expect them to do every terminal here, but Terminal D looks like it's a bit more substantial to do, a bit more modern. Look at the floor patterns as well. Search for an elevator. Hello, Brian. I hope you're doing well, mate. Take care. Captain Kenobi, good to see you. I'm doing well, mate. I hope you're doing well as well. Thanks for popping in. Looks nice though. It is lovely, yeah. It definitely is. It again, because it looks a bit more of the. It looks a bit newer, doesn't it? This terminal. They've definitely done it to a very high standard. Everything seems to be as it looks. It doesn't look generic, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, look at this. Look at that. There you go. We've even got a football game on here as well. There's a Chick-fil-A. I really want to go to Chick-fil-A. There's one in Leeds. There's only one in No, there's two in Ireland, and then there's one in Leeds. Liverpool are getting one, but I don't know where it's going. Chick-fil-A. A bit of a bar with a footy game on. It's actually a Liverpool game, guys. Look. Someone in iniBuilds is a Liverpool fan. There you go. I'd rather have better frames for landing and perfect details in the train. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's time to take a coffee. I mean, if I took one now, I'd be up all night. Oh no, listen. I understand. Yeah, no, train interiors aren't the be all and end all. I'm definitely not saying that. It was a bit of a joke just riding inside it, like, but. Performance has been fantastic. I've never really had issues with performance with iniBuilds. They do very well at optimizing their sceneries. They have put one terminal interior in. It's not the full interior, but we're up there in the 50s. And guys, listen, I'm not here to sell you an actual scenery, but everything is up in ultra. So, just if you're wondering, and we're still getting the 50s, high 40s. Look at that, that's gone down to 30. Oh, there we go. It's getting back up again now. But no, I mean, yeah, I'll be the first person to say if someone has done a scenery with really detailed interiors of various things, and the performance is like really bad, then yeah, I'll be saying, well, maybe they should have just left the interior out. There we go. Here's some actual animated advertisement boards. There we go. If you want to buy the A350, you can get it there. A bit of self-promotion there by iniBuilds. It's allowed. Saving daily non-stop to Hong Kong and beyond. Yeah, so might be a bit of a tease to what iniBuilds are going to be doing in 2026. You might see Hong Kong. Oh yeah, they have. Yeah, for me, I've always personally preferred. I personally prefer looking at sceneries anyway than aircraft. I've said a couple of times, you guys will be getting bored of it now, but I am not the person to be saying whether an aircraft is good or bad. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that do that perfectly fine and really, really good at it as well. Sceneries, this is how I started the channel, and if a scenery is performing bad, you know, you'll see it, and I'll show you. Do you know what I mean? There's no way of hiding. That's why I do these really, really long-winded explorations around these airports. Granted, Dallas Fort Worth has taken a lot longer because it's a massive airport. But iniBuilds, yeah, I prefer iniBuilds scenery than aircraft. That's just how it is. It's the same with Aerosoft. In my opinion, Aerosoft make better sceneries than they do aircraft. Just my opinion. Some might agree, some might not agree. But then really all of your other developers, they either do aircraft or scenery. Do you know what I mean? It's one or the other for some developers. Some developers like to do both, and some developers like to stick to just sceneries. You know, PracticallyGEEK, for example, is an excellent creator, very detailed airports. I'm down your way tomorrow, mate. Nice. I'm only mentioning the train because I fly VR, so framing. Oh, mate, no, I'm not by any means sort of calling it out. I'm just saying it. You know, for me, I will say whether if a scenery is guzzling performance just because it's I've got an interior really, really high detailed interior. You know, you guys will see it firsthand on the live stream. You know, it'll be there to see. But I totally agree. Also, as well, I think developers really need to start allowing us to toggle interiors off and on. I love these highly detailed interiors, and I think more and more people are also coming around to the fact that developers are, for 2024 especially, bringing these really, really in-depth sceneries where you can go into them in real life and say, wow, that is actually what it looks like inside the terminal. But really, there's only a couple that I know who are allowing you to toggle interiors off. SoFly are doing it in their little management program. I think many need to start allowing it because some people just aren't bothered with interiors. They just want to fly the aircraft. Allow us to toggle them off. I can't really be as simple as that. How much is a scenery? I don't know. It's not out yet. There's no press release on price. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the top end. I'm gonna say, if I'm gonna guess, it's probably gonna be $19.99 excluding tax. So it's probably gonna be the £21 or the £22. I think. My girl says happy birthday, Vasati. Thank you so much. It's Amber, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you so much. Hong Kong is too far. We need Paris. Paris is getting done by, oh, I forget their name, but they're doing a really good Paris. They're really doing a good Paris. Aerosoft and Pilot Experience, yeah, Pilot Experience are doing Paris. It's looking good. Never have been so many happy passengers at terminal. Yeah, I love the toggle interiors idea. Yeah, exactly. So obviously iniBuilds, oddly enough, have given us a, you know, do you want cabins in your aircraft or don't you? They give you that option. It's quite, because the ini manager is quite good at having toggles in it. It's odd that we can't toggle interiors off. I know some developers allow it, but iniBuilds still don't allow it. And I don't know how simple it is to do that as a developer. I will ask Liam from Perseverance Scenery. He's currently doing Doncaster Sheffield. Very, it looks immaculate, guys, by the way. I have got some past live streams on the in development process of that. He might know a bit more, but simply SoFly have got it. SoFly allow you to turn Bristol's terminal off and on. So, you know, if those guys can do it, surely iniBuilds can do it. It is a very detailed one, yeah. Performance seems okay. I've been getting the lowest I think I saw it was outside in a built-up area, about 40 frames per second. Now we're up to 50 inside the airport itself. I'm running an RTX 4070 Ti Super, 64 gigabytes of RAM, i7 14700K. I'm running things on Ultra. Seems to be absolutely fine. I probably haven't shown all of that interior, but it's quite a substantial interior. Very nicely done. But again, iniBuilds very rarely disappoints when it comes to interior development. The third is called, oh, there's another one. Okay. Pilot Sim Experience is the one I saw Paris being developed for. Their screenshots look really, really nice. Yeah, Paris Paris Charles de Gaulle is like a Arriva bus. None for years and then 3 come along at once. It's exactly what that is. But again, you know, we are getting, you know, it's the same for Manchester. We had, although they were spaced out, we had obviously Mako simulations, kind of partial Manchester. We had tier models. Then we got iniBuilds more recently, and then this year, I'm assuming I've not heard back from Ether Simulations, but Ether Simulations are doing a Manchester as well. So, you know, we're going to have a lot of variation there. There's nothing wrong with developers doing multiple airports. It's just obviously, you know, in the end, not many people show different developers on YouTube, and it's hard to know. You got to do your research on them and see what is the most visually stunning and the most, you know, spot on in terms of layout, and that's all you really want. And I think now as simmers, we don't even look at prices. We go for the one that we've researched into and is the best. And we also do it from a developer point of view as well. We will always go for the more well-known developer, and sometimes that's not the case. It really isn't. It's sometimes it's the underdogs. RW Profiles have been doing a lot of things, but really their Newcastle scenery, you know, look what that absolutely blew the socks off Urbex's version. Like it blows the socks off most airports. The detail on RW Profiles Newcastle is just incredible. And this is fantastic as well. I would just love to see some maybe traffic going along here, even if they didn't exclude the default traffic. It doesn't look great, but at least this selection of roads would be a bit more active. Do you know what I mean? The airport is very unrealistic. No scuff marks on the floor. I mean, I think the apron textures and the runway textures are absolutely fine, but interior-wise, no, it's probably a bit clean, isn't it? You know, I think the sort of the runway and taxiway markings and the ground textures are really, really nice. But again, that is something iniBuilds always do very, very nice at, you know. Plus 2024's SDK package with its ground textures and runway markings, everything is just a massive leap over 2020 as well. So have I preferred the giveaway? Not really much to prepare, mate, but yeah, I've got it there ready to go. Bear with us 1 second. Let me just have it ready. Yeah, perfect. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Is MK Philadelphia any good? I don't know that, but again, you know, I'd like to. The problem with myself is that once upon a time when the channel first started, I was going through a lot of sceneries, freeware and payware. taking that year and a half away from YouTube didn't help, and I missed a lot, and I've tried to sort of claw back a lot of time since. What I'm going to do for you guys as well, if you guys need to see anything in particular, I can do, but I've just activated something called PSXT, and what this is going to do, guys, is this is going to inject some real-time traffic. So if you want to actually look on your phones or your internet and actually get Flight Radar 24 running, you will actually see the real-time traffic at Dallas Fort Worth now. It's not perfect. I haven't got much more days left on my license. But it's going to inject the airport now with a lot of aircraft. And this is anything moving, anything taking off will actually be what's happening at Dallas now. So if you were to look on Flight Radar 24 or ADS-B tracking, you will actually see that. Got to turn the engine noises down because it can become a bit of a nuisance. Let's have a little look. Cool. Never been to Philadelphia in real life. Good. Yes, you do. Awesome. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone, guys, because it is getting up to the last sort of half an hour of the stream now. I have got a copy to give away. Please, again, couple of things to keep in mind. It is 2024 only. It's a PC version only. You'll have to have an iniBuilds account, which again is free to set up. So if you haven't got one, that's not a problem. I will need the winner to pop their email that they want me to contact them on into their YouTube profile. It's very easy to do. That is so everything is secure. I contact you, we sort the prize out, and you guys, you guy or girl will get a copy of this as soon as it releases. Please do give iniBuilds some time. As you can imagine, with every release they are busy. They will be busy. I will reach out to iniBuilds as soon as I've got the winner's email for their ini manager account, and it's all up to iniBuilds then. It's their time frame, guys, so do allow some time. But obviously the sooner I can sort that out with the winner, the better. What traffic is this? This is PSXT. So this is I've done live streams on this before, guys. It is a real-time injector. Everything that's happening now at Dallas Fort Worth on screen is happening in real life. There is a delay. So real-time is a bit of a stretch, but only by about 10-20 seconds. And you need a AI traffic package, so AIG, FSLTL, FS traffic will all work. I'm using the FSLTL models at the minute. The only downside to this is for the real-time traffic, you need a subscription. You can get a 24-day pass if you like. It's about £6 to try it out for 24 days. That's what I did. I won't be keeping it. The monthly subscription for the real-time traffic is about £8 to £9 a month. For the historic traffic as well, you can get a pro subscription. I think that's about £15. It's very loud though. When's it coming out? Soon. I'm going to say as close as either tomorrow or the weekend. How much is live traffic? As I say, is a 24-day pass is about £6 to try it out. Monthly, you're looking at about £8 to £9. If you want the historic data for like 2 or 3 weeks worth, I think it's like 15, maybe a bit cheaper, £13 to £15 a month. I'm not going to keep it just because I won't be getting the use out of it. This traffic package, guys, is absolutely useless if you want to do any flying on ATC, because these aircraft are not communicating with the default ATC. There's no connection to the sim ATC. It won't connect to beyond ATC or say intentions. So it's as good as just doing some virtual plane spawn is what I did basically. That's all it's good for. But yeah, it's fun to track them on the screen. Is the giveaway over? No, it's not been announced yet. There's only one copy to give away, guys, so please, again, you know, make sure that you're sort of active in the chat. We can do that now. I know you guys will be keen to sort of get this one going. So this will give. I'm gonna give this one about 10 minutes, guys, because there's a few of you in your chat now, and there's going to be a lot of entries, I can imagine. So let's get this on screen for you. Bear with us. So as you can see on screen, guys, you've got a lot going on. So here is the list. I've got quite a list here. Now, I need to turn this down because it's very, very loud. So on screen is a list of people who have been active in the chat, or they are still currently active. If you're still currently active in the chat, it will be green next to your name. If you're not active in the chat, all you need to do is speak and say hello. Stay nice and positive. Yeah, no silly stuff, there's no point. And then next to your name, you'll get a green tick. So my little list here is shown on screen. This is so you guys can see that it is all above board. It's fair. I press choose a winner. Right now, I'm giving you guys 10 minutes, okay? Because there's a lot going on here, okay? Andrew, Michael, Fyong, D. Barkus, Kyle, Flighthound, Jonathan, Jamesy. You can see everyone's starting to light up now, guys. And when I've got a nice little list going with a load of green ticks, Plain Spot and Mike, I'm going to just tick you. I'm going to remove you, mate, because, yeah. Please, guys, I've been live streaming for probably about a year now. I do it quite regularly. I do pre-recorded content, and there will be more coming on the channel. I do YouTube shorts as well. I post a lot on my social media. I'm on Discord. My Discord is linked along with my social media in the video description or stream description. Please go and get on my Discord if you're on Discord. Social media, I'm on every page, so please go and follow me on there. I post the links to the live streams. I upload screenshots, videos there. I upload real aviation shots, share a lot of stuff. Please consider doing that. And also as well, more importantly, please like the stream, and also please consider subscribing as well, guys. It means a lot if you could do that for me. Even if you're rewatching the live stream before iniBuilds Dallas comes out, please consider doing that for me. I don't like the level of distance on the drone camera, though. I think it's really, really bad. Look at that. Look how everything starts becoming really bad on the ground. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Where did we go? Maybe let's have a look. I'm giving you guys a bit of time here. As I say, keep on active in the chat. Talk to each other. Get your recommendations in freeware sceneries. If you've got some freeware sceneries you'd like to share, I will be doing more videos for freeware because it's how the channel started. The channel was quite known for freeware videos, and I will be doing more because, as I say, it's how the channel started, and I'd like to get some of the old videos back going, some of the before and after comparisons as well. But keep chatting away. I'm giving you guys enough time to get into the chat and entered in because I want to make sure everyone is. Yeah, you can't see everyone's list because I need to scroll through it. Oddly enough, I'll be totally honest, I think I've only ever had iniBuilds in the chat once or twice. I do actually live stream most of their pre-releases for the last year or so, so they do share the streams in their social media sometimes. Oh no, they're gonna... What's going on? Oh no. Saying that it's real time. Oh no, he's fine. He's going the other way. Oh, he's an unmarked Dreamliner. Yeah, so iniBuilds do sometimes pop their head in. They might just be active and not actually chat, that's all. But But yeah, as Mike said there, guys, I really appreciate it. We've had a lot of entries here. R. Lambert, Captain Kenobi's in now. R. Lambert, you're not in it if you're still there. Andrew P6, you're not in it, mate. Carl Nixon, you're not active on the giveaway. Brian Crawley, you're not in there, mate. The Edge 1, Calvin Parker, Carefree Gary, Paolo, Averson, Denault 3985, you are not active. Dr. Broody, where are you, mate? Brundy, where are you? Let's have a little look. As soon as you start chatting, guys, it will. Don't worry. You're in there, yeah, absolutely. Carl, get in there, mate. Yeah, I think you are in there now, yeah. Yeah, Carl's on there. iniBuilds might win their own scenery. If they're in the chat, they might do, but I don't think they are they? If they're not active in the chat, they wouldn't. I would have seen it, and I'll tick them off. Also, as well, if someone was to win it and obviously weren't eligible for whatever reason, I would just pick another winner. That's not a problem. Another couple of minutes, guys, just so everyone remains active. Averson, you need to still... Becky Davis, if you're still there, you need to pop in. Brian Crawley, get yourself in if you're still there. Andrew P6, get yourself in. Carefree Gary, Calvin Parker, get yourself in. Delock to 2011. X-Happy R. Lambert, you guys aren't in. Everyone else, Kyle 247, you're not in, but everyone else is. But yeah, good luck to everyone who's entered into the giveaway. And do you know what? Everyone who's been part of the live stream for the last 2 hours and had a good look around this. This is an excellent scenery as always. It's a massive project to do, and iniBuilds have done in my opinion, a fantastic job. It will obviously be the definitive version of Dallas Fort Worth. Until maybe someone, I don't know, does it even better. But honestly, this is fantastic, and again, I'm always impressed. And this is a big airport. It's a large project to even consider doing. So fair play to them. But good luck to everyone. As I say, please do consider going follow me on social media, Discord. It's all linked in the stream description, guys. I've just ordered myself some flight sim hardware. I'm hoping to get the honeycomb throttle system. I've just got the Beechcraft Baron, which I absolutely love. It's spot on. I'm gonna have a drink of Iron Brew just before I get a winner. That's good. That's good. MK Studios Dublin is fantastic, but I love their Rome scenery. Their Rome scenery was great. The only downside to that was I wasn't impressed with the interior lighting on some of the buildings that didn't have interior modeling. The ones that did looked fantastic, but it wasn't the best lighting for the the non-developed, like. For example, iniBuilds hasn't actually baked any interior lighting into their other terminals. They have with obviously their modelled interior, but not the others. But I'd rather see it like that, because if you bake in the fake lighting, it doesn't look great. These guys are going to have a collision. And that's how behind the tracking is. He's going to clip us. He's going to... Oh, that was actually close. What did you say about the traffic? Doesn't work? No, it doesn't, mate. This is pretty much useless if you want to fly, because you can't interact with the other traffic, and the ATC isn't interacting with the traffic either. So... yeah, it's good, but it's not perfect. It's not going to be for anyone who's flying, but it looks fantastic, doesn't it? It really does. It looks good. It looks good. Anyway, as you mentioned, Newcastle, it is a very nice airport. We could use some premium freeware for Asia too. There's a few good options, but I will be in. I've nearly finished editing 1 episode, so that'll be episode 2 of me freeware. Episode 1 was last year sometime. I've got episode 2 just about to finish editing, and then I've got 3, 4, and 5 guys as well that I'm going to edit up. I've got all the voiceover and footage for it, so there's going to be on the channel within the next month. You're going to have some regular videos over the course of every fortnight. Right, guys, let me get a winner going. Everyone seems to be still in here. Paolo, you're not in. Brian, I think you've gone. Carefree, Gary, Andrew P, you're not in. R. Lambert, everyone else seems to be in. Okay, so let's get a winner started. My God, that's loud. You couldn't see anything on screen yet. I know, guys. I had the giveaway thing on. I apologize. I'm trying to tell you about lighting on the terminals, and you can't see a thing. I do apologize. I do apologize. Anyway, it does look lovely, doesn't it? There you go. Look at that. Nice. Sorry, guys. Look at the airport. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Look at all the traffic, and you guys can't see an absolute thing. Right. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Good luck. Good luck. Right. So our winner is, drum roll. I need to get an actual drum roll, don't I? Where's me little? Where's me thing? Where's me thing? There's me drum roll. Jonathan L1064, you are our winner, my friend. Thank you so much. Winner chicken dinner. You are the winner, my friend. Jonathan, please make sure you're there, mate, because if you're not, I will be passing it on. What you need to do, yes, hello. Well, you are the winner, my friend. So I need you to make sure that your email is in your YouTube profile if it isn't already. It isn't, mate, so I need you to just stick it in there, either in the description or add it in for me, because I need to reach out to you. Do that as soon as you can, mate, okay, so I can get in there and email you. You'll need the iniBuilds account, and I'll need the email for the iniBuilds account, and that's what I'll be emailing you. We'll do that over email, but get your email into your YouTube profile, my friend. I'm going to keep on refreshing your profile page until it's on there, but I need that in there so I can reach out to you. Guys, just so you're aware, the reason why I don't allow people to reach out to me is because it's never happened before. I know it has happened to others that I've spoke to personally. It doesn't happen always, but for giveaways that have got more people entered, and I want to make sure that the winner is getting their copy. So I try to avoid anyone coming into my Discord or to my email, which is obviously publicly accessible, and saying they won the giveaway when they actually haven't. Unfortunately, people like that do exist. Yeah, I want to keep it good. I want to keep it fair, so you guys can actually enjoy the giveaways and it's not being ruined. So that's how I run the giveaways. As I say, active in the chat. It's better than doing a keyword, because keywords are a pain in the ass, because people will disappear and then I can't track them down. So any idea of pricing? Release, I think, is going to be either tomorrow or Saturday, but that is a guess, and that is an honest guess. I'm guessing at the usual iniBuilds schedule. Price, I'm going to suggest probably 20 quid. That is before tax. I can see this probably being on the higher side. Let me just have a little look at iniBuilds website, because this will be on the bigger scale. Okay, so Manchester Airport, for example, was $21.59. I would say around the same price, if not more expensive, just because of the size of it. But it will probably be Manchester size priced, in my opinion. But that is just a guess. That is just a guess. But guys, listen, this has been amazing. I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. I appreciate all the birthday wishes, because I'm getting older and I don't like it. And I feel like the good thing about aviation and flight simming is that it translates well to age, doesn't it? I like that you could still be flight simming when you're 90 years old, but maybe as a skateboarder, as a hobby, or I don't know. Hey, there's nothing wrong with you playing Call of Duty when you're 90. I'm just saying, I think flight simming and aviation probably just translates a bit better, doesn't it? Yeah, I would say it's probably the same price as Heathrow. I think Heathrow was the same price as Manchester, wasn't it? Let's have a little look. You know, it is classed as their premium. Ah, okay, so Heathrow was $23.99, Manchester $21.59. So yeah, it's going to be on the higher end, isn't it? But yeah, if you actually go into Flight Radar, you can actually click on these aircraft and see where they're going. It's pretty cool. Again, personally, I'm not going to keep hold of the subscription. I just can't see the use case for it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Carefree Gaddy, Practically great stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys have been fantastic. It is getting to 10 o'clock in the UK now. Not dead late, but it's time for me to sign off. Listen, guys, I've got more to come. As I say, I've got 4 freeware episodes to come. 2 of those being normal airports, and then there's 2 bush airstrips episodes. I think people might enjoy to see some of the freeware bush airstrips that are available. I'm starting to write episode 6 now. It's getting them all recorded as well. But yeah, there's going to be a lovely stream of regular pre-recorded episodes for some freeware videos over the next month or 2, as well as more live streams for not just iniBuilds airports, but other airports, other developers. I'm most likely probably going to do some stuff on the honeycomb throttle and yoke when I get it, because I'm really excited about that. There's going to be more videos on this thing here, the Pimax Crystal Super. I have now got the OLED lenses in there now. There will be something on that. I think I've got me 3-month review video for that as well. But yeah. Aero, that's a great stream. Thank you so much. What traffic injection program are you using? I am using PSXT with real traffic, and it's also got FSLTL for the models. So you need something to power the models. That's the first sort of caveat. You can use the payware just flight traffic. You can use AIG. Real traffic is the paid subscription. That'll cost you £8 to £9 a month, or you can pay £6 for a 24-day license, which I've done. PSXT will just combine all that, and when you press on the program, it injects things. And as I say, you can go on Flight Radar now. This American Airlines A3, I'm going to say A321, but it could be an A320. It's possibly a Neo, but no, it's not a Neo because it's got the CF engines. He probably most likely will be a bit further ahead. He will be somewhere down the taxiway, but yeah, that you can see on Flight Radar where that's coming from. In fact, let me have a look. Let me just check if Jonathan has put his email in there. Yes, he has. Thank you, Jonathan. If you're still watching, mate, I'll get an email to you within the next hour or so. But yeah, you can go on Flight Radar, and if I go to... Dallas Fort Worth, which is absolutely rammed at the minute. That fella is a... He is... Oh, where is he? Where is he? What way am I rotated here? Let's have a little look. He is... The sounds as well are terrible. Just I'll make that clear. He is a A321-200 from Ontario. This guy, this Embraer E175, just taxiing out here. He's going to Wichita. So yeah, it works pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Jonathan, no problem, mate, and a massive congratulations again. Thank you for joining in. Thank you to everyone for joining in. Really appreciate it. It's been a good stream. Again, yeah, broken record. Please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned for more. Social media, Discord, all that love. Get yourself inside there. I stream regularly. I share it all. We have we talk about our community, flight simulation community, and freeware add-ons and plane add-ons, and share real world photography on there. So get yourself in there. But yeah, this has been Dallas Fort Worth. This is iniBuilds' latest premium 2024 scenery. It comes out, I'm gonna say tomorrow, but it could be next week, it could be Saturday, it could be whenever, but it's soon. Anyway, I don't fly on ATC network. Paying attention to real world traffic is easy to fly. Yeah, definitely has something you can keep on real time. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, yeah. You could still fly with it and obviously take into account real world traffic, but in terms of the ATC, it's not spot on, I don't think. But for VFR flying, definitely could, because this will sync up to. Pretty sure you can have this on little nav map and some of the maps on the actual sim as well. Yeah, it does actually sync up to the maps as well. So it might go to the ATC actually, guys. I do apologize for the misinformation, but it could actually link up to the AC. I don't think it does. I might try and do another live stream for it, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and possibly get a nice cup of tea and continue editing the next video. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody. That has been fantastic. Probably won't be live now till next week. It really depends on what we've got going, because some things are actually really just out the blue. Someone could say, this is coming out, and we can get a stream going for it. But yeah, being fantastic, guys. Have a good rest of your week going into the weekend, and yeah, have a good one, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone's time today. Thank you so much. See you later.